What is up? Welcome back to my DanDaDan episode review. Episode 9. Episode 9 of DanDaDan. This episode is not for the weak-hearted. This episode was hilarious. But I've seen so many people talk about this episode real bad. Anyway, if you haven't seen episode 9, we are talking about episode 9 here. So, episode starts off with Miss Ira. She's transformed into her acrobat silky thing. We get to see her fight and use her moves, and she's dancing. She's fighting this mantis shrimp, and he can't hit her, but she can't do strong enough hit. And then the aliens come in and they start doing their psychic thing. But they battle back and forth, and Okarun is completely naked. So his clothes got ripped off last episode. He's shuffling around, looking around for like clothes to wear and everything. It's a whole mess. The mantis shrimp started to get the best of them because the aliens started using their psychic abilities to hold them down. And of course, Miss ISA shows up. She uses her psychic ability to cancel out the aliens. So she's stronger than 3 of the aliens. So let's put that on the power scale for right now. She's stronger than 3 aliens. But anyway, she's holding them back. So then it becomes a fair fight that Okarun and Miss Ira can fight the mantis shrimp. Miss Isa has not said anything about Nessie, the Loch Ness monster alien that's lurking in the deep. Anyway, so they fight. It's a whole thing. They go back and forth, and somewhere in there, Nessie shows up, blasts the aliens. Nessie's gone wild, uncontrollable, and they upgrade the mantis shrimp alien guy. And he gets like a cool new top mantis eyes and all this stuff. It's pretty cool. Anyway, so Nessie destroys everything. They get separated. Miss Ira gets into the water somehow, and Okarun and Miss Momo are alone. And Okarun was like, "Hey, I know this was bothering you," and like me and Miss Ira were not kissing, like it was like whatever, and it's so I love Momo so much, and I love Okarun so much, and it's just like they're just goals, couple goals, you know, like it's so great their relationship, and because he's just like, hey, if I'm feeling something, I'm gonna talk to you. We're gonna talk to you. Like obviously you're upset, and then just come talk to me and hear me out and stuff. And she was just like, okay. So anyway, she devises a plan to... This is all awful. She devises a plan to like slip him through water by grabbing him. And the faster she grabs him, the faster he goes. And they're going to slip through water to get to Nessie and save Ira, who's drowning in water currently. So they save her, and they get into this classroom, get stable, get away from everything. And what's real cool is Momo uses her spirit hands to grab Ira's lungs and wring her out. So, like, instead of it's like advanced CPR. It's like spirit hand CPR. She just reached into her lungs and squeezed her lungs, and she coughed up all the water. I was like, wish that was a real thing. But anyway, so apparently at this point, Nessie fuses with the mantis shrimp, and Nessie decides to like come find them, of course, attack them. They come up with a plan, and the plan is to get Nessie to use the mantis shrimp powers at full power outside of water, and it was gonna break, and then they could like break the full power punch is too much to sustain outside of water. So it'll just like cripple itself. So they do that. Miss Isa sets the plan up perfectly. And Okarun. So One thing I don't like so far, Okaru's supposed to be the protagonist with Momo. So far, right now, all Okaru can do is run fast. He runs so fast that he can run through things. And I really thought he was going to be at least strong or something. But so far, he's just really fast. He's the Flash. But I don't know. I was just kind of expecting more. But I know he just started working out, and he's going to talk to Momo about this. And they'll probably like come up with some schedule, and he'll get stronger. But right now, he is just fast, and that's all he got in his arsenal. He's like, I can run fast 3 times. But so, and then Acrobat Silky has the hair, the agility, the ballerina kicks, whatever. She's basically Sanji. But so they defeat Nessie, and everything goes back to normal, and they pass out on top of each other, and they're sitting there, talking for a second, and then you hear a kid's voice, and they realize they're back at school, and everybody's watching them. And Okaru's completely naked, laying on top of Miss Ayase, and there's one kid with just a camera. There's another kid with like a video camera, and it's just like, yo. And then they run up out of the school, and Ira comes around the corner, and everybody's like, she's running like an ambient titan. So I don't know. This episode was real weird. It had so many. I feel like I need to know more about the creator of DanDaDan after this episode. Like, somebody watching him, or them? Who is the creator of DanDaDan? Please hold. DanDaDan creator is Yukin Obu. Okay. But yeah, so it's a great episode. I still like the episode. Even though with the weirdness and all that stuff, still a great episode. I wouldn't recommend anybody to watch this show off of this episode, but great episode. I mean, if anything, I could just deal without the kids being naked. Like, bunch of school kids being naked. Like, all right, yeah. And the aliens, I don't know. The aliens get weird. Ghosts get serious. That is what I've deemed from this show so far. So whenever the aliens show up, it's about to get real weird. Skip all alien shows if you don't like it. But when the ghosts show up, that's when it gets serial. I don't know how many episodes of DanDaDan there are. DanDaDan episode count. There'll be 12 episodes of DanDaDan. So we're almost there. We're on episode 9, 10, 11, 12. 3 more episodes of DanDaDan. Where is it sitting at for you? Do you like DanDaDan? Was this episode a little bit too much for you? Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. So let me know. Thanks for listening to an old man ramble. You guys have a good night. Bye.